We now return to Let's Play Dawn of Man, and we appear, after that last recording, to now be out of the Dark Ages. The video should now be back to normal, as far as I can tell. I'm not really sure why. The only thing that I can think of is that the software had an update a little while ago, and that may have fixed it. But it's kind of weird because I recorded the beginning of this series and Gris at the same time, and I did not notice any kind of darkening or anything like that in those videos. Granted, they are much simpler color schemes, and so maybe it's got something to do with the shaders and the various gradients of color and all that that it just didn't like. But whatever this situation, we appear to have got that fixed now, which is great now that we're like 20 episodes into the series, but whatever. So anyway, the settlement is chugging along pretty well. We got 60 people. I think we'll go ahead and stop there as far as population growth, unless it is absolutely necessary for me to go further. I have not got anything else unlocked at the moment because I have yet to get to masonry, and I think that the game is taking a little bit of time there. I think the first thing we want to do is actually go into sword and shield making. I think this is the way we want to go. Only because already my enemies are going to have this stuff unlocked. At the very least, we want to probably do sword making. We can actually go all the way up to steel. Interesting. So I'm taking it on faith still that this stuff is in fact getting mined. Okay, awesome. That's now also apparently working. So we should be making bronze soon. 2 parts copper, 1 part tin. Okay. Do not have much copper anymore. How did we do with this stuff? Did we appear to have depleted this stuff? Where's my copper at? Oh yeah, we depleted. We depleted 1, 2. We depleted 2, as well as that one. Okay, but there are solutions to this. I could just let him continue on with that. It is... Well, is it within the realm? I don't know. I don't know if it's actually within the realm. I don't know if this counts. It's not highlighting it like it used to tell me if this is within the realm of gathering. So what we'll just do, and especially for speeding this up, is just go ahead and make a mine on the copper, and we'll get that started. We'll get to the iron eventually. Cave bears, cave hyenas, reindeers, and ancient bison, as well as the cave lion, have all gone extinct. I don't understand why the reindeer would have gone extinct at this point, seeing as how they still exist. The Megaloceros is done. Okay. Well, thank God for that, because that leaves only wolves as the major threat. Unless there's something new that I'm not thinking of. Oh yeah, there's copper there too. Those might be slightly easier to get to than going over the mountain. I'm not really sure. This is actually pretty close to the settlement. So really, half of one, 6 of the other. Megaliths. How are we doing on that? We are now ready to bring those in, but I don't really have a place to take them. So let's go ahead and just get these prepped. God damn it. Because it's going to take us a while. I'm just going to get them all mined up. Alright. So I am going to make this sort of a ceremonial area. I will plunk down a standing circle in the midst of all this, put, as best as I can determine, because I can't actually see the sun or anything, as that, the cardinal points to put some menhirs at. Actually, I should not do that. I should not do that. Because we are going to require statue and eventually a cairn, and I do not know how many stones they are going to require. I will take a standing or a stone circle though, just because they're kind of cool, and they don't actually take up that much area. In fact, they take up so little area, I could perhaps put that one over here. The forest, you know what? Actually, why don't we do it here? Because nothing else is going to go here, and once we've mined everything else out, there's not going to be anything there. So let's just do it over there instead. Never mind. But that will leave me 4 others, and I have no idea how much a cairn it takes. I may just end up going over here. We'll just have to find another place to deforest, and like I said, I think this is a pretty decent spot. And really, I mean, we've got a lot of area out here yet, too. I've only got 1 guy doing that, so... Well, 2 technically, because I've got another lumber spot over there. Not enough space for animals. What did I tell you, people? Okay. Traders have... Well, they've got copper. Copper bars already. That's actually pretty reasonably priced, too, all things considered. Should we get rid of some... Because we got picks. We got plenty of spears. Why don't we get rid of a flint spear? I don't think I've got any bone spear left. I really shouldn't have any. I've got sickles. I've got some knives. Actually, let's get rid of some knives. That way, the value of all of this stuff goes drastically down. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Fishing rods are outrageous. I can understand why they would be valuable, I suppose. But that feels like overly valuable. So this takes 6. Shall I put it here? Unfortunately, this is another one where you can't do... Yeah, we'll put it right there. We will not prioritize, of course, because we do not need them to be totally focused on that. We've got carts now, a lot of carts. These guys have been... Actually, wow, they managed to knock those out pretty quick. That's pretty surprising, actually. Let's load these up, get them going. It's going to take them forever to bring it over. Going to hut. Where were you going anyway, Ayag? Can we get out of this? Not really sure where she was heading off to. She must have gone around the back way to get one of those megaliths. Can't do anything with the men here. I still think we should be able to carve some runes or something into that. There's a tree. Perhaps we'll let the tree stay on the hill, since I didn't actually center that very well by the looks of it. And so lightning will strike the tree and then shoot into the men here. For role-playing purposes, we will say that it will be a magical stone. We're going to have to get some of these out of here. Keep that place clear. So how are we doing on that? We are... Okay, I'm actually going to have to go in here, I think. And the last of my pigs have died. Well, what was I really gaining from them anyway? Let's go into animals. We don't need 25% goats. How many are we actually looking at here? I mean, I can have 30. So that really means 5 apiece. Obviously we don't have pigs, so we'll kind of back and forth, right? They'll start slaughtering animals. We only need the 5 goats, and we'll have, like, I don't know, can we... I don't know what horses do. I imagine they pull carts, but I don't know that they will also be rideable. Because if we could get some cavalry, that would be pretty awesome, but I don't know if that's a thing. Ooh, my. You know, we might just make this with all the fishing rods I have available. It would not be too hard to get to this. We're halfway there already. It would only be fishing rods, though. I would give up fishing probably for the season. Or bows. Hope we don't get attacked. This seems very risky. Like we'd really literally just be giving away all hunting defenses, all... This does not seem like a wise choice at all, to be completely honest. However, the spurt in industry perhaps will be of benefit to me. I've got a shit ton of bone. I don't think I need this many bone. Maybe we could get that knocked down to, say, 25? 20? 20 is probably a healthy number. Oh my. Okay, what about... How is that possible? What can you give me for 3? 10? Are you freaking kidding me? Have a wheat. I'm sure I could have done a better trade than that, but on the plus side, we now have swords. We will do swords. Swords for everybody. Swords for everybody, swords for 75%. That is probably actually pretty good because 75%, 25% I would imagine are children, so we are now excessively adulted. Which I'm okay with, because that means more capable people. Sounds like she's... Oh, and we are full up on the hay, which I'm okay with. I suppose I could put another haystack somewhere. Not really keen on where to put the haystack, unless I just put it right there, or put it right next door. Which is also doable, I suppose. It's under storage. I'm okay with it being off center like that. It wraps around and gives me a nice little bit of spacing. It has once again told me that my last pig is dead. What is going on out there? My people, I guess. She's probably going to die because she just is going to either... whatever. Pigs. Let's go capture me some piggies. Got some bears to hunt. A horse. Of course. Some beefalo. I can't do anything with that. Still an auroch alive. And we're already up to 10 knowledge. Excellent. So we unlocked the swords. Shall I just unlock the shields? I say yes. For survivability's sake, let's do. And now we can make some shields. Not there, apparently. How do we make shields? Unlock shields, which allows you to... Okay, but where? Ah. They are apparently in the workshop. Couldn't tell you why. 50%? It's gonna have to be 75% if we want it to match. Now, okay, here's something. Shall I only set this to 50%? I say no, actually. Don't do that. Obviously, I need things for selling purposes, so we will be keeping that. Sledge no longer usable. That is perfectly okay. We can get rid of the sledges and everyone can take a donkey. New human joined. We have got more food than I know what to do with. Everyone should be probably keeping a ton of it in their own huts, which I'm okay with again. Almost reached our 60 mark. Shall I just put another hut down? That was my original intention. But maybe I'll have that as the first roundhouse, so I don't have to keep tearing things down and replacing them. That'd probably be a smart idea. Logs are still kind of... Why don't we go ahead and start plowing this down? We are kind of losing out, but I feel like we're going to need a lot of logs here soon. How about we plow this stuff down instead? Cut down trees. Hold on. Hold that thought. This might be some free weaponry coming my way. Where are you at? Okay. So, clearly, they see this as my weak spot. That is not what I want. We'll also close the gates. There's really not a reason to close the gates. Some of your people have no light clothing. How is that possible? That looks like quite the party this time, too. Now, hold on. I see some shields in there. Bronze weaponry. They've got some strong bows. There's actually a lot of bows out there. I may want to leave something open. One of our cows is outside the gate. That is going to get slaughtered. We've already closed the gates, so a lot of you are apparently... God damn it. Get in here, get in here, get the fuck in here. All of you. Where are they going? I think they're probably going to split up. Not enough of my people are... We just need to go. We need to sally forth. Can you select everybody who's worth a shit, please? Actually, let's try was it H, L, Control, H, Control, H, L, fuck, Shift, H. I don't remember what the goddamn hotkey is. Let's just go kill him. Please, get the hell out of here. Actually survived. What the hell do you have walls for then? Oh, okay. That's a traitor. Okay, well, this definitely needs to be built. And we need to put down yet another... I mean, maybe at this point I should just put down platforms, because those towers don't do dick. They really don't. Other than distract the raiders and make them come that way, I mean, maybe that's all they're good for, is just a focal point. Stone carvings? I don't have enough fish rods and whatnot to give to them. I do have a lot of copper picks. You know, I don't really need anything. Get some beer, but me... I think we're good. I think we're good for now. The food racks are a little empty. We don't have any stretched hides. No dry skins. So I need to go on a hunting party for stuff and things. We will hunt all of that. I could actually probably use some aurochs, to be honest with you. And really, I could probably get a lot out of the bison, too. I don't think I've hunted them. And by get a lot, I mean that also includes our knowledge points. Because the faster we can advance that, the better off we will all be. Imen has contracted infections. Goran, Dran. Who are these people, and why do they have infections? It's the middle of summer. Were they around corpses? Yeah, I don't need to prioritize that, necessarily. I would just like them to do things. Managed to kill that, and... Have we succeeded against the bear? Yes. First animal hunted of the bison. We're now being attacked by bison. I would imagine we could kill them all, though. Okay, they all fled, and we chased them, and hopefully we're doing alright. Where are we at on other goods and resources? Got nothing for fish. I'm okay with this. Got 2 working that fish. We're at 107%. I could actually probably just tell them to mine out of there for the copper. Those flint are done. I honestly couldn't tell you where my next... oh, it's this one. Yeah, and you can see how little we actually use flint now. Probably not at all. How is this possible? How are we not making light clothing? I've got linen, I'm sure. I'm sure I have got well, maybe I need to make more flax then. I guess I need to make more flax to match my population. So let's take this out. God, where's the... there. Okay, so we can put a nice little flax field right there by whatever it is worth. Whatever that's going to add up to. That's probably going to be enough. And like I said, we will keep the population where it is. As we make more permanent... I need to find a more permanent spot for the charcoal pit. Maybe I'll put that in the corner, then I can just put like tower closer there and tower platform closer here. Because once we do the walls, I imagine they're going to be a lot harder to deconstruct. Put that game forward a bit. Very interesting to me how this is not overgrown. I think it's probably safe to get rid of this. We should have plenty of resources, and we can stop doing the flint. Lots of stuff. Started capturing some more pigs. So we brought one over here. Don't I have another one of these? What's this? They're chopping down a tree. Okay. Ah, we do have people. We just don't prioritize it very much. That's okay too. People dying. People dying. Not so much. So this is also a bad thing, now that I think about it, because, well, I mean, not really. Half the population is young, half the population is old. Well, combined, young or old. So we are replenning at least half of what we've got. Should we go straight to composite bows? Do we have anything we can trade? A lot of fishing rods and bows again, I suppose. They're probably pretty easy to make, too. And that would jump... well, because then we wouldn't have to do bows. Oops, that is not what I needed. Let's get rid of some of the old tools here. Might be a little premature to be getting rid of that many tools. Where are my knives? I'm nervous about that, because it complains about not having enough knives. Flint axes. Let's just get rid of everything flint. We still need more. There we go. And then we'll take, I don't know, a leather. Really? I mean... okay, give me back a knife and a sickle. He's probably gonna bitch at me about sickles. Pause that for a moment, because we now need to come in here and tell it no longer to take those, but these ones, which now take linen instead of the skins. So we may not need this at all, but we may need to get more linen, more flax planted. So I could actually get another house back here. Max 60. Yeah, that's a pretty decent population size, I think. Seems to be doing alright. Storm. We need to be looking for, well, actually I can't yet. Need to unlock horses. Not sure what you're bringing with you. Going to the wood pile. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Hey, are they actually helping? No, they're not. They're not actually helping. I guess I'm going to have to lower those down to 5. Or make more stables. We'll see what the next level of upgraded stables allow me to do. Water! Cattle died of starvation. That's okay. We'll just slaughter it anyway. We're very full on food, so I'm okay with a few animals dying here and there, and then we just have to harvest them sort of in a natural way. You know, rather than fattening them up for a certain season that we want them, we just kind of let them fall off the tree, so to speak. Old Mouflon's out there dying. New Human. I'm not paying attention to this well enough, apparently, because this keeps going up and down, which means that we're losing people, and I'm not noticing. Probably because they're all terribly unhappy, or they need sleep, or they just go off on their own, trying to attack something. Come on, just a little bit more. I feel like there needs to be a normal kind of uptick in knowledge. Maybe there is, but it just doesn't seem like they gain it much on their own. And maybe you know, it's entirely possible at this point that I have I need so much to make them go. Although it doesn't; these don't actually keep going. The food, or the animals, seem like they do. Like, you gotta keep getting so many boars and donkeys, and then they go. But so we could actually, if we build another hearth, let's just build another hearth for shits and giggles. We don't really seem to need it, necessarily. I could do horse domestication. At the expense of what? A lot of spears. That's only 10 spears. Oh, it's much more than that. Never mind. We'll earn it on our own. But I don't think I actually need another hearth for production purposes. Yeah, we got a lot of grain. And that could be more bread. Well, okay. And we've got enough food already, but where's the hearth? There's the hearth. I mean, they're cooking plenty of meat, so... Okay, we just got another one. But now what does that unlock for this? Nothing. It caps out there. Okay. So we need 2 more storage huts, 2 more granaries, another stable to unlock that, several more totems, which actually, given how many times I see people going to the totems with their unhappiness, I suppose I could probably just start making a few. And in fact, maybe if I left them outside the walls, we would have people... We'd have those attacked before my... Oh, copper mine's exhausted. You were supposed to have brought me to the copper mine when I clicked on you, but apparently we're not going to do that. Okay, so that one's already eaten up, and we do need copper, like, badly. So we'll just go to the next... Not that, metallurgy, copper mine. Slap that down. Now we do have this yet. It's just as far away as any of the other stuff. Horses! You tease me. Because I cannot capture you yet. Is the trader still here? No. Alright, well, I don't think we're going to make it, but maybe we could just kill a bunch of the horses? Just for the points? Eh, we're fine. Although we are kind of low on the skin and wow, actually we are low. We are surprisingly low. So let's go on a hunt maybe. Maybe we can get something down. We need to hunt those. How are we doing on dogs? 7, okay. And maybe a lot of those. Okay. Well, we're not going to make my goal for the episode, so I'm just going to end this one here, and I will see you next time.